Yesterday, our commander-in-chief jetted out of the country and made his way to Tokyo, Japan for the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development. In fact, here are the images. Now, to be honest, I find President Ruto to be a very peculiar fellow, considering this is what he had to say about summits in the African Union not too long ago. Roll the tape.
What kind of outcome you expect where 50 heads of state are sitting? Everybody is asked for speak to 1.5 minutes. You speak to one for 1.5 minutes. What kind of engagement are you going to get? You're going to get nothing, right? The best that you get is photographs.
And now, he has gone for a summit where he will speak for 1.5 minutes and take photographs. Anywho, that's his prerogative. For us here, we'll try to analyze some of the reasons why Ruto has decided to jet off to Tokyo, Japan. And with no further ado, let's get after it. Reason number 1, I have noticed that every time something sinister happens to one of our major leaders, the president usually runs out of the country. For instance, the last time he left the country, he left instructions to his boys to invade Uhuru's Northlands farm. Also, during the inception of Gachagua'S impeachment, Ruto was in the United States of America. Why? So that no one would link the impeachment to him, yet he's the one who left those instructions. Now this time he also wants to leave his boys with instructions to divert Gachagua'S plane from JKIA and arrest and harass him at Wilson Airport. It's too obvious that even Malala is calling Ruto out for it. Here's the tip.
We are also informed that William Ruto is planning to divert his plane to either Kisumu or Mombasa international airports to arrest him from there. We have encouraged our members to also plan to receive him in those respective airports. We want to be very particular and candid on this matter. Take notice that any attempt to arrest Honorable His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, once he lands in the country, will be met by our supporters across.
I mean, with Kasongo, anything can happen. Brace yourselves. The second reason why Ruto has jetted out of the country comes down to Kimbelembele. Ruto usually feels a lot of pain when he sees his juniors meet with world leaders. And I don't say this lightly. Mudavadi was the one to attend the Tokyo Africa Summit and meet with the Japanese Prime Minister. In fact, just check out this press release from Mudavadi's office, and I quote, as you can see, this is from the office of the PCS and Ministry of Diaspora Affairs. Onto the body, His Excellency Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs, arrives in Japan today for the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development. Number 2, Mudavadi will participate in TCAD, 9 plenary sessions and official engagements, including a welcome reception hosted by His Excellency Shigeru Ishida, Japan's Prime Minister. Number 3, early on Tuesday, Dr. Mudavadi will have a meeting with Prime Minister Ishida. Number 4, he will also participate in a public-private business dialogue and witness the signing of the Memoranda of Understanding between Kenya and Japan. Number 5, another key engagement of Dr. Mudavadi is a side event on economic inclusion of forcibly displaced persons in Africa and so on and so forth. So you can see there's a whole roster of activities for Musalia Mudavadi. He is the one to meet with the Japanese Prime Minister. So again, this is a classic case of Kimbelembele. If there's anyone meeting with a world leader, it must be me. There is no case of delegation here. What's the point of having a foreign minister or a PCS for that matter, if you can't even trust them with a small meeting with a Japanese envoy? Anywho, I do wish them all the best. Let's hope something comes out of it. Having said that, here's Kenyans on X take on this matter, and I quote, Charles Mangunyi said, when is he heading to heaven to have a direct talk with angels? Huyu amesema rais aende binguni asiende Japan. Abdullah Odero Olewagichu said, he's either lying or flying. Sankara said, may the plane find itself at Bermuda Triangle. Mwizi must go said, you guys have very interesting names. Mwizi must go. So here's what this guy is saying. Mwizi anaenda kutafuta pesa ya kuiba, stealing for himself. Na bwana Kimingichi Leviticus said, the president should also allow his cabinet secretaries to attend such meetings. It is boring to see him always be the one going for such forums. I do agree with this gentleman because initially it was Mudavadi to go. The president just decided trip zote ni yeye lazima aende. Civil Disobedience said, at this date and age, wangefanya meeting online. Ameenda Japan kuiba. The Arista said, this 600 billion support has never been felt by the local mwananchi. It only ends up in your effing pockets. We need to send that prime minister some greetings. #Ruto must go. And finally, Mato said, there's a whole corporation of Japan that shifted from Kenya to Ethiopia due to demand of corruption. I think he meant bribes. The visit does not benefit the country at all. It might not benefit the entire country, but it might just benefit a few individuals in power. But 2027 is not too far. There will be follow-up and recourse for the same. Having said that though, here's today's ad of the day. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. Now with that, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. If you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.